Welcome back, Towners. Today we're going to make some blueberry scones. Let's get it. Alright guys, to start off the recipe here, we have our bowl and we're going to add in all of our dry ingredients. We have some almond flour, some coconut flour. This is our sugar substitute. We use some stevia. We added in some baking powder. And then we took our whisk and just mixed everything all in together. We made a little circle in the middle part of it to pour in our wet ingredients now. We have some heavy whipping cream. And then we cracked in 2 eggs. And added in our olive oil, as well as some vanilla extract. Then we went ahead and mixed everything all together. I forgot to add in some psyllium husk, so I went ahead and did that now. And then we added in our blueberries. These were some mini blueberries that we had that we just kept in the freezer, so just put in a cup, 3/4 of a cup or a cup to that, and then just mixed everything together. Once we mixed everything in, some of the blueberries aren't going to stay or mix into the mixture, but that's perfectly fine. We'll be able to put them back in place once we form the dough. We then took our baking tray and put down some wax paper, sprayed it with some cooking spray to make sure nothing stuck to it. You can use parchment paper or foil or whatever you want. I didn't have any parchment, so I just used the wax paper what I had. And then we took our dough and placed it on our tray. Just went ahead and used our hands to form this. You could probably use a rolling pin, but the mixture is a bit crumbly. You gotta kind of form it into shape. I didn't want to overwork it, so I just basically pushed it and pressed it into the shape that we wanted. And you can see the loose blueberries. I just went ahead and just pushed them into the spots where I felt like I needed them to go to make sure we got blueberries everywhere. To make this topping, we basically put in some melted butter and added in some additional stevia, some cinnamon, and nutmeg, and mixed all that together and poured that over top. I probably could have used a little bit more butter. I didn't get full coverage of everywhere on all over, but it still made a cool little effect on top of the blueberries. We went ahead and popped that into the oven at 350 degrees. And we cooked this for about 25 minutes. And this is a final product of how it looked after it came out of the oven. I was initially trying to make triangle shaped scones, but when I started doing a diamond pattern, basically cutting it crossways at an angle, I realized I was like, oh, that's not a triangle. I probably should have just went vertical lines first, about 2 or 3 or 4 vertical lines across, and then did an angle across, and that would have made a triangle. But it worked out well. We don't have triangles now; we have squares. So this is how they look. Well, rectangles basically, but this is how they look. Here's a close up of the blueberry scones that we had. You can see that the topping came out nice. The cinnamon sugar with butter topping that we put over top worked very well. It had a little nice brushed effect, and you can see the sugar crystals on top of it. A close up of the scone broken in half, and you can see a nice color on this front and back halves. If you didn't put the cinnamon sugar topping on it, it would just be a lighter shade on that, but I like the cinnamon sugar and brought a nice different element to it and flavor. You can see the blueberries basically everywhere in this dish, and these came out very nice. Here's another close up of it. I can see this going with a lot of different flavors that you can do on this. I could see this going, strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, cranberries. If you're not doing keto, cranberries, apple, whatever fruit flavor that you want, I can see this being mixed into this and working perfectly fine. Here's another close up of some of the pictures that we took, and you can see the nice brush pattern that we had on top of that. It brought a nice little cool effect to it. You definitely do not have to do that. I just felt like doing it and it worked on it. If you don't want to do that topping, you can definitely do just a straight butter topping to brown it, or you can do a egg wash topping. Just to get a little color on it, because if not, it might be just a paler looking color on top, but it's not going to affect anything. It's just presentation purposes. But the cinnamon and sugar, even though it's presentation wise, I did bring more flavor to it. When I was making these, my wife said that I should have actually formed them and shaped them before I put them in the oven. I didn't do that. I basically cut them after, but I see they came out nice. It would have had a more rigid shape around some of the edges, but mine are just more straighter. But the flavor of this came out great. We ate off these for a couple of days. I stored these in the refrigerator because they had egg in them. So we had these for about 3 or 4 days. I had this with some coffee in the morning. I had this with some almond milk. My wife had some with some keto ice cream. You can have this with a lot of multitude of different things. It can be used as your dessert. You can use it as your morning breakfast with some of your meals, or just a snack throughout the day. I hope you guys try out this recipe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to let us know in the comment section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy.
Enjoy. Please subscribe. Enjoy.
Hey Towners, please like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment section. All ingredients and directions are listed in the description box below each video. And as always, thank you guys for watching.